Hey guys, what's going on? Drax here, back again, bringing you another episode of Scrap Mechanics. I am introducing to you my RV, my recreational vehicle. This thing is pretty darn neat, if I do say so myself. It's got a lot of mechanical parts to it so far, and if we're lucky, by the end of today's episode, we will get quite a few more mechanical parts going. So, first things I'll show you is it's got a door. You can see the door opens. Let's get rid of that so I can have an empty hand. The door opens, you can get in, of course, you got to get in the driver's side. Used a little bit different material for that. Then if we come, let's see, right here, we can't get in the door. I haven't fixed the door yet. I need to put the button on the outside. But yeah, we can open the door there, and we are all set. You can close the door, and the reason I want to put the button on the outside, I'll show you here in a second. But now we're inside. There's not really much else in here yet except for a giant window. And then, we've got this big wall here that I want to show you guys, but we're gonna wait a second on that one. I'm not ready to show you that. So yeah, if we go ahead and we get in the seat, we can see that we have a few buttons. Button number one opens and closes the door. So why would we need a button on the inside if we can do that from the car, right? Pretty cool. Button number two turns on the windshield washers. That's right, windshield washers. Oh, that's so cool. I'm not gonna lie, I was like, I should do windshield washers, and there they are. How cool is that? It's not hard to do, but it's cool. To me, it's really cool. So we'll get out the door there. We'll close it back up, and then I've got all the controllers hidden away underneath the steering wheel there. You can see them, and that little piece there just folds up, and it just kind of looks like headlights or something. This one right now doesn't actually do anything, so we don't have to worry about that. But what I want to show you guys that's behind this wall, I don't know if you know what it is, but I'm hoping that I can introduce this into this design somehow. I haven't quite figured it out yet, but what it is a sliding mechanism so that we can use it in some sort of device to make a sliding side to this vehicle. I don't know if it's possible yet. I haven't tried it, but I have figured out that I can make this thing slide a decent amount. Now, it's not a crazy amount or anything like that, but it is sliding. So I gotta say, I like it. I think it's cool. But the one thing is that is actually very, very low. So I want to hit that. Ah, I broke it, guys. How often do I do this? I break this all the time. You'd think I'd learn by now. I think I can fix it, though. There we go. It's fixed. Sweet. All right. So now, if I go ahead, we'll just, you know what? Instead of doing that, why don't we take a piece there and stick it on there, and now that should keep it from falling over. But if we take a piece and I want to throw it on there, it should have it slide much more. A full 2 blocks now instead of just 1. Now, I wonder if I put that in there. All right, we're going to get a 1, 2, 3. I'd say a 3-block extension, which is not bad still, but it's still not great. Something like that is actually really tough. So if we can do this, that's a 4-block push. Now that is rough on this system. Now I don't know if that's going to survive, because that's really tough. But that is what I want to try and do for the mechanism to slide this whole side here. So what we're going to do is we are going to start by removing nearly the entire side of this camper, right? And then we are going to remove that. And so to hide this is the tricky part. I don't know exactly how to make this work. And, part of that's probably because I'm not very smart. But let's see. So we're going to need one of these. Just plain and simple, we're just going to need one of those. Why don't we go ahead and remove this for now? But we are definitely going to need one of these. So from there, we'll go ahead and we'll run this down to there, like so. And then we'll just make sure that we can remove some blocks here. But I want to make sure that this is encased. And then we will remove. And then we get to replace. Now, if we go ahead and place that on there. Actually, that's not going to work. Okay, let's place that up there, and then we'll connect these two up. There we go. That shifted it ever so slightly. And now we can put that in there like so. Okay, perfect, as far as I'm aware. So now, this is not the inside connection. This is going to be the outside connection. So we'll just have to watch this. Oh, I just broke all of that. All right, so there's that. Now, I want to put on just a little bit extra protection here. Not entirely sure what that's going to do, but hopefully it does something. And then we'll want a switch, but the switch will get connected up to the front of the vehicle anyway, so that won't really matter. And we'll just connect that up to there. Okay, so from there, now we should be able to start to build off of this. So if we can go, let's see, if this is positive, we want this to go positive 15 degrees is where it's going to sit, like at idle. Okay. Put it back. Slow. Oh man, it broke. Okay. I was afraid of that. I was afraid of that. Okay, this might be a little bit longer of an episode, guys. So if you're looking for one of those quick ones, this is actually what I was going to work on during a live stream today. But for some reason, my internet was not being very appreciative of me and decided that it was not a good day for me to stream. Got that one. Got that one. Okay. So let's go ahead. We'll build in our rails. Like so. That'll keep everything kind of nice and tidy, I hope. So we'll go negative 15. I'm sorry, positive 15. Alright, so we've got that. Now there's no room for that to move. So let's actually put that back to 0. And let's extend this out just a little bit. I'll probably have it come to about there. And then hopefully we just kind of... Oh, wait, no, that's not going to work. Do one of those numbers, and then we'll have this come out probably to there. And then we'll have... we'll just have one of these numbers here. Okay. So what I'm thinking is we start at positive 15. Okay. That pushes it back ever so slightly. Now, is there any of these blocks that are just slightly smaller? I don't think there is. I don't know if there's something that I could use instead that would work a little bit better as a wedge. Oh, you know, maybe this potted plant. Let's take that back. Let's bring this off. How big is said potted plant? That's actually really big. Okay. I don't think that's going to work. How big is said roll of toilet paper? That's pretty big too. Okay. So that's not going to work. Medium tank, large tank, small tank. Small tank is big. And then if I just use the small pipe, that's basically the same size. All right, you know what? Let's try this. So we are going to try this. Let's just remove some blocks here. That way we can get in. There we go. All right, so now go negative 15, go positive 30 at a very slow rate. All right, that's working decently. Okay, so from there, now we need to build on this. So why don't we come out, actually, go back the other way. Okay, so that's where it's going to stop. Good. Actually, that works out really well. So now we can come back this way to the length of this, and we can kind of fill this whole area in probably as far over as we can. All right, so now let's see. Not bad. Not bad at all. It's still moving it ever so slightly. But that is taking up a lot of room in the vehicle, isn't it? That is taking up a lot of room. So, I don't really know if there's a way that we can fix that. Maybe the slidingness is a little tough until we get some pistons or something. But you guys can kind of see the idea of what we got going on here. I'm afraid that without being able to set up any... Well, you know what? We might be able to. You know what? Let's try it. Let's try it. So let's go negative and let's go back to normal. We'll kind of just reset everything into its proper location. And then what we'll do from there is we are... How far out from the wall? We just one out from the wall. So... I'll tell you what, we will come here. Okay, am I just in the way of that one? Yep. All right, and then we'll just bring this all the way back to there. And then we'll have a piece. Nope. Piece there, piece there, piece there. Okay. And then it's kind of cool that we have everything that can line up here. Actually, that is not going to work. So we're just going to have to focus on right there. We'll just have to hold that. And then on this line right here, this is where we will have another bearing. So we'll have that. We'll have it come down. And I'm just going to smack that ever so slightly. And then from there, let's put this on. Okay, so that got in there. Perfect. All right, so now let's remove some of this so that way we can kind of get in here and underneath. I don't know if you guys can tell, but our world is definitely getting a little bit on the laggy side. This kind of happens a little bit when you're dealing with the amount of stuff that we're dealing with. The amount of moving components definitely causes the world to get laggy, especially when stuff's under tension like this. Like, that will really, really mess with it. So if we're rotating up, then we'll just rotate that. All right, so they both should go negative 15 and then positive 30. Awesome. It's kind of working. It's definitely... I don't feel it's struggling nearly as much. Maybe this idea is not going to work out that well. Just because of the amount of... I don't know if the amount of tension... Maybe it's just something that might just be too soon for what this game entails. You know, just might be a little too far ahead of what Scrap Mechanic has the ability to do here. Now, I could be wrong. you guys can let me know. I do think this is a rather cool idea, but it almost takes up too much room. Like, if we were to make this a realistic size like we want it to be, then, you know, this really does just take up way too much room to be viable. So we can actually take all of that out. This one here we can take out. We can take out all of that. Take out that. We just have to leave that one. And then we can take that. And then... Okay, we are getting some lift. Okay, just a little bit of lift. Still, I mean, it kind of seems like it's still bound up pretty hard. Like it definitely feels like some tension in the line. So I wonder, I'm going to test this. I don't know if it's going to work well or not, but we're going to test this here on camera with you guys. Let's reset everything back to 0. Okay, and then we're going to put this guy in there. Now, we're going to remove this. And then we're just going to take that all the way down as far as it'll go. So, and then we'll come over here and we'll do the same thing. I have no idea how it's going to work. If it doesn't work, that's okay. I'm kind of feeling like we might need to scrap this project anyway, just because of the amount. Like, I can feel it that the game is definitely not liking whatever I'm doing here. So let's go ahead and just drop that down. Okay. So again, ever so gently, there's no place like home. She moves out. She moves out much, much further. Let's go ahead and put a little catch on here. Basically because we can. Okay, and then we'll head back the other direction. Excuse me. I said we'll head back to the other direction. Oh, I didn't set. All right, there we go. All right. She's having trouble pushing. You get. Oh man, the frame rate. Okay, one side's. Are we binding up pretty bad here? No, it worked. It just. It didn't like it. It didn't like it at all. All right, so let's try and send it back. Yeah, it is very binding up very much. Okay, well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to scrap this one for today. Maybe there's something else we can do. You know what, actually? Let's try something else here real quick. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. That. Let's get rid of all of that. And let's do something fun here for a second. I don't have any idea if this is going to work, but I want to try it. I do want to try it. For fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth. Okay. So now we will take a tire. Let's try this. Can I? Let's take that off. Take this connection. Take this connection. And we're going to do the same motions. We're going to just turn it back 90 degrees. It didn't work at all. Okay. Gosh, let's turn it up to 270. Up to 270. Yeah, we're not getting any traction on it whatsoever. All right, yep, that's where we're going to wrap it up today, guys. Hope that you enjoyed this RV. We will definitely revisit this project in the future. I have been saving all my old worlds and everything for special events and stuff. We'll figure something out. I don't know why it doesn't want to work for me, but it is definitely bound under pressure and lags the world when it does. So, all right, guys, my name is Drax. Have a good one.